Everyone, I'm on the Isle of Wight and I've come off the UK mainland to come and find a railway tunnel. St Lawrence's railway tunnel, 619 yards in length, and opened in 1897, but only lasted until 1952. And as I say, I've come all the way over from the mainland, and then these turn up. Eleanor, Richard, Eleanor wanders, and Richard, he's on YouTube. I shall put the links on there. You're going to make a video as well, yeah? Yeah. And you're going to do some little shorts as well?
Certainly am.
Okay, but you've not got shorts on today?
No.
I have.
Yes.
In 1889, the Newport, Godshill and St Lawrence Railway got its Act of Parliament on the 12th of August. The railway opened in July 1897 and lasted until 1952. Beginning at Newport, the line passed through places such as Blackwater before reaching Merston Junction. It then continued south through to Godshill, Whitwell, on to St Lawrence Tunnel before arriving at Ventnor. As workings continued south and reaching St Lawrence Tunnel, they went through Whitwell Station. That was just before the tunnel itself. 619 yards later, workings burst out of the southern portal, out of the cliff face, taking a tight left-hand turn and heading east towards Ventnor. Now this end, I believe, was used as a mushroom farm on the inside and storage at the northern portal. 619 yards in length, don't forget. There's a little bit of access just there, which is so convenient. I think it's time to go inside St Lawrence Tunnel. So first refuge is on the left hand side, look, and it's like dug out stone with red brick archways on top. It's got a number 89 carved in there, or 84. It's very dusty in here, so it's difficult to get decent photographs. It's actually blowing through. If I actually put the torch on full blast, oh, look at that. And it's moving, it's floating towards us, it's quite eerie. So you see all this framework and tubing. This would have been to do with the mushroom farming that it was used for. I'm unsure, I think it's the late 1990s that it was abandoned for those purposes. It's very sandy on the ground, look. This stone walling on the opposite side is crystal clear, really, isn't it? If I point the torch forward, you can see it's still extremely dusty. But we can kind of still pick up the curve, and there's quite an incline as well. Another refuge on the left hand side, look. It's got the same red brick to it, but it's carved out, look. You can see the pick and chisel marks inside there. There's some old cable carriers up there on the right hand side, all rusted away. And this refuge here on the right, look, also carved out into the rock. It's also accompanied by more of those rusted cable brackets. Still on an incline, nowhere near halfway through it, I don't think. Another refuge just there, look. Can't really make out what that is. 80? I think the first number we saw was 89. It is clearing up, so we might get some better photos as we get to the other end. There's a ghost just there, look. Woo! And the fire clown camped here overnight. I'm assuming That's a YouTube channel. There's all random wires hanging around. And yeah, someone goes to Tesco. Some more brackets there, look, and that's even got, I forgot what you call them. You'll know what they're called. On the top. People collect them. Refuge with a spooky face on the inside, and more of those hangers just there. Look, just moving forward, we can actually see light coming from the other portal. I take the torch away, look, you can just see that little pin in the distance, so that's probably why it's blowing all this dust down, because there obviously is a current of flow of air coming down. Those hangers are actually being utilised for the original purpose, look. It's quite funny. So it's straightened out now, but the dust is still coming through. If I put it above it, you can see it, look. And that's what we're walking into. It's like a sandy dust. That's why the picture isn't as sharp as it could be. But we're still lining it up reasonably well, aren't we? There's a refuge on the left there, look. Let's keep going forwards. Opening up there at the portal. It looks wide open, doesn't it? Cable carriers are still with us. I'm assuming this tubing is going to go all the way as well. That's good, isn't it? It's almost spot on now. It's lovely and clear. It's just very fine. Cleared up absolutely beautifully now as we approach the northern portal, probably around about 100 yards away, and you can see it's crystal clear. I can even put the torch up brighter. Look at that. That's amazing, isn't it now? I'm so pleased it's done this, because I was a bit concerned I wasn't really going to get some crystal clear footage. Load of old fridges, Ribena fridge, all sorts of stuff here, can of gas. The piping going up there as well, look. Almost at the other end. I think this is going to be the last refuge on the right as well. That's got a brick back to it too, look. That's probably the first one I've seen that looks like that, and it's not been carved out into the sandstone. This silhouette of a strange man in front of me. And it does sound like it is absolutely chucking it down on the outside as well. A bit of a repair job gone off there, look. So it's time to go outside and look at the northern portal. So on the outside of the northern portal, and it's absolutely chucking it down. Look at the track bed, heading north, all the way down there. Who knows how far that goes? I'll have a look on the maps and might be able to show you. Who knows, I might even be able to walk part of it later on. This is the portal on the outside, look. You really can't see it that well, can you? All this boarding's been put up, and I assume this used to have some sort of cover on the front. It's all stuff up there, so that's like a steel section just there, or iron, whether it's the same on the other side. No, that's just stonework, isn't it? See these concrete sections around here? There's an old water tank, and I hope there's nobody inside that. And more concrete sections just here, look. An old piece of rail, look, just here. See it better from the other side with the light on it. Being used for something. It's very unusual what that's being used for. It's totally knocked into the ground too. We've got here what looks like part of the old drainage channel, which must have gone through the tunnel. It's all been concreted off, look. Now just up from the portal, you can see that just there, look. There's this curious little opening and an archway. Now was this like a little workman's hut or plate layer's hut? We can get in there, I'm sure. It's got like a lino floor to it, look. Oh, this is a little oddity. It's even got a lino wall to it. And a brick roof, look. Better not be any spiders in here. There's a hole down there. There's a little way up the track bed, look, you can see, you can follow it up. Oh, random man. A little further down, look, there's a telegraph pole. It's got the rungs on there further up. And there is a cable still. I don't know if you can make that out, I bet you can't. So now we're outside High Hat Tunnel, which is also the other name of St Lawrence's Tunnel, which is where we are, and the village of St Lawrence is just down there. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, really good.
Are you two staying here tonight now?
Yeah, I'm going to camp here.
Yeah, actually a tunnel camp is something we need to do. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. We're going to walk back along the track bed. Whether we see anything, who knows, but about a quarter of a mile down there, we've got to get back to the road. I'll stick some footage in, but from Helena and Richard.
See ya.
We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. So that was some.
It's not also called Top Hat Tunnel, it's called High Hat Tunnel. St Lawrence Tunnel.
Hi and welcome to this video with Helena and Richard. Where are you?
High Hat Tunnel. St.
Hi, how are you?
Alright.
Hi Hat Tunnel.
High Hat Tunnel.
Not bad, thanks to you. Did you enjoy that?
Did, thank you.
Right, are we going for dinner now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently, up there is the car. Yeah. So we don't know, but we're going to follow it because that's the track bed. Isn't that the name of the Fat Controller, the Top Hat Tunnel? Although that's the Topham Hat. Fat Controller, what is it?
Of Tom's tank engine.
Yeah.
Didn't they sort of call the Fat Controller?
Well, yeah, but his real name was Sir Topham Hat, I think. And that's why he wore the big black hat.
I don't know, just call him Fat Controller.
You two know you, don't you?
My brother's called Thomas, he's called him Thomas the Tank
Call it
Engine.
that then. And that was this week's episode of Interviewing a Tunnel.